Hi, I'm Ariana. Join me on the mat for this 15-minute full body flow, perfect to release tension in your body, boost your energy, and make time for yourself, even on the busiest days. We're going to come down onto the mat, find a comfortable cross-legged position, and have your right leg in closest to your body. Sit up nice and tall, stacking head over heart, heart over pelvis, and gently close down the eyes. We'll take 3 cleansing breaths here, breathing in through the nose, let it out through the mouth like a sigh. And again, big breath in and release. Final one. Softly bat the eyelashes open. We're going to take our right hand, plant it into the mat in line with your right hip. Left hand out to the left side, dial the palm up to the ceiling or the sky, and as you inhale, sweep your left hand overhead. On the exhale, begin to bend into your right elbow, leaning over towards the right, and really root down through your left hip. Look up towards your top arm. Lots of space between the shoulders and ears. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, come all the way back to center. We're switching straight to the opposite side, planting the left hand. Inhale the right hand up and overhead. Exhale, bending into the elbow, leaning over, rooting through the sit bone. One more breath in. Exhale, return to center. Plant the right hand. Inhale, left hand up and overhead. Exhale, return. Inhale, right hand up and over. Exhale, return. Flip both palms up to the sky, and as you inhale, take both hands up overhead. Let your fingertips kiss. As you exhale, open up to a twist. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. Sit up nice and tall through the crown of the head as you breathe in. And as you exhale, twist to look over your back shoulder. Inhale, float the hands back up to center, fingertips together. Exhale, open up your twist now to your left side. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale to deepen the twist. Inhale the hands up and overhead. And as you exhale, fold forward, releasing your hands down to the mat. Root down through the sit bones. Keep the nice integrity of the spine. The head and the neck are not dumping down towards the lap. Shoulders away from ears. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, roll yourself all the way back up to your seat. Sweep the hands behind you. Step the feet as wide as your mat. Take a big breath in. Lift up through the heart. Exhale, lower both knees over to the right. Inhale up through center. Exhale, release to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, lower, getting into the hips. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale to come up. Recenter yourself on the mat as you need to, and this time find your comfortable cross-legged position with your left leg in closer towards you. Inhale to take the hands up overhead. Exhale, seated forward fold, releasing the hands down. Grounding through the sit bones, keeping straightness through the spine. One more big breath in. And exhale, come all the way back up. From here, we take it to tabletop, so come onto the hands and the knees. Wrists are underneath the shoulders. Knees are open about hip distance apart, stacked directly underneath the hips. Untuck your toes, press into the tops of your feet. Flow through some cat-cow hair as you inhale, tailbone draws up. Drop the belly to the mat, lift the heart, gaze forward. Exhale, round down from the tailbone through the spine, tucking chin to chest. Inhale, tailbone draws up, scoop the belly, open the heart, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, rounding down, navel draws up to the spine. One more round of cat-cow hair, moving with your own breath. And inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Press into your left hand, and on your next breath in, sweep your right hand up towards the sky. As you exhale, thread your right arm all the way over to the left. Lower your shoulder and air down to the mat with control. Walk your left hand to the top left corner of the mat and press into the fingertips to wake up the shoulder blades. On your next breath in, bring your left fingers back underneath your left shoulder and press yourself up as you exhale. Pressing into the right hand, inhale, left hand up. Exhale to thread your needle. Right hand comes to the top corner, pressing into the fingertips. Use your inhale to return your right hand back to the mat. Exhale, return to tabletop. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, tuck your toes and lift your knees to hover above the mat, engaging our core for 3, for 2, and 1. Release the knees back down to the mat, untuck the toes. Step your right leg to the back of your mat, tuck the tail slightly, engaging your core, and on your inhale, float your right leg up. As you exhale, bend your right knee in through center, round your nose to meet your knee. Inhale to extend, keep the hips square to the mat, move with control. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to contract. Inhale to lengthen, keep it lifted here, and on your next breath in, float your left fingertips out in front. Bend your right knee, sending the toes up towards the sky, and sweep the left fingers up and back, taking hold of your right foot. Press your right foot into your left hand into the right foot, and lift. 1 more breath in. Exhale, release. Open your knees as wide as your yoga mat, bringing your big toes together to touch. Walk your hands to the top of your mat and send the hips back, melting the heart and forehead down to the earth for Balasana, Child's Pose. On your next inhale, make your way back up to tabletop, wrists under shoulders, walk the knees back in underneath the hips. From here, tuck your toes under, take a breath in to prepare, and as you exhale, engage your core as you float the knees up to hover just an inch or so above the mat for 3, for 2, and 1. Release the knees, untuck the toes. On your next inhale, step the left toes to the back of the mat. Turn the left hip down, engage your core, float the left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to extend, straighten the left. Exhale, knee to nose. Can you get your nose any closer to the knee? Inhale, take it back. Final 1. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to extend. On your next inhale, reach your right hand out in front, opposite hand to leg. Bend your left knee, reach your right hand up and back, take hold of your left leg. Press your hand into your foot, foot into your hand, rise up. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes under on your inhale, and as you exhale, lift your hips up and back to your first downward facing dog. Pedal through the feet, bending one knee, followed by the next. And then from here, keep a softness in the knees, pressing into the palms, hips hinging up high to the sky. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. On your next inhale, sweep your right toes up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Bend your right knee, draw it through the center line of your mat, and step your foot up into the hands. For the left knee, untuck the left toes. Inhale, sweep your hands up and overhead, low lunge. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. From here, send your hands down to frame your feet. And then turn your left toes over to the right long edge of your mat, opening up to your tripod stance. Sweep the arms up and open, warrior two variation. Bend the forearm of your front arm and rest it on the top of your right thigh. Turn the palm up. Flip your left palm. Inhale, sweep it up and overhead. Extended side angle variation. Take a breath in. Exhale, warrior two variation. Slide your right toes forward, bring them parallel to the short edge of your mat, and drop your left hand down to the mat. Flip the right palm. Inhale, sweep it up and open, side gate pose. Take a breath in here. Heart is opened up nice and high. Right fingers reaching to the back of your mat. On your next inhale, bring yourself back up to warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Bring your left toes back onto the mat. Take a breath in to prepare. And as you exhale, lift up your left leg. Step the right toes back. Downward dog. We're ready for the other side. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it up in between the hands. Lower the right knee, untuck right toes. Inhale, hands overhead, low lunge. Exhale, hands to prayer. Bringing the hands down to the mat for support. Turn your right toes to the left long edge of the mat. Inhale, rise up to your warrior two variation. Front knee stays stacked over front ankle. Bending your left elbow, bring that forearm to rest on your left thigh. Flip the back hand. Inhale, sweep it up and over. Lots of space between the shoulders and air. Extended side angle variation. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, return to warrior two. Slide your left toes forward, turn them parallel to the short edge of your mat, and drop your right hand down to the mat. Flip the left palm. Inhale, reach up and overhead. Side gate pose. Really press into the outer edge of your left foot. Lifting the heart up as you breathe in. Exhale, return to warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down to frame the front foot. Bring your right toes back onto the mat. Tuck the right toes as you breathe in. Exhale, power up that back leg and step your left toes back to downward dog. We're here for 3 more breaths. Yogi's choice, you can pedal the feet or you can find stillness. On your next inhale, lower both knees down to the mat. Swing your feet over to one side and come all the way down to a seat. Bring the soles of your feet together to touch. You can use your hands to give the feet a nice little massage. They're often neglected. And then from here, we're going to sit up nice and tall, head over heart, heart over pelvis, hands on the ankles. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, hinge from your hips as you lean forward with your heart, using your forearms to press your thighs away from your body, down towards your mat. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, come all the way back up. Bring your hands together, prayer at heart center. Bow your head down to your hands for a final stretch in the back of the neck. Take a moment at the very end of your practice to notice, to observe, and to honor your practice and your progress. Take a moment to express gratitude here for taking the time out of your busy schedule to show up for yourself, to show up for your practice, to move your body. And use this mindful time here at the very end of your practice to simply observe how it feels for you in your body, in your mind, and in your soul. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed this quick and easy full body flow.